Here we are. It is over. That being the month of July. Today's the 31st and last day of the month, folks. August in just a few hours. School in just a few days, and seasons will be changing and life goes on. Thank you for being a part of the program tonight. An update on the three men arrested yesterday: Dr. Mike McKinney, his son, and an acquaintance, and almost $5.5 million in bonds issued. Got their plea information and some other details, of course, in their court appearances that happened this morning. They're next, and all the details that we've been able to get thus far on the case. And they're calling it a summer sweet tea and laundry health fair. It's tomorrow. Pretty much akin to a big party and a lot of fun. Wet inflatables to cool the kids off tomorrow. An invitation for you, a lot of freebies, a lot of back-to-school freebies, and not just the normal things either. Some still needed and some fun things as well, and I'll take you to that invitation in just a few seconds. And your weather, absolutely your weather. Right now, McGoffin and Johnson County and those in the viewing area, Lawrence and Morgan and elsewhere, are pretty much on the outskirts of a flood watch and a severe thunderstorm watch area. We are in the slight area, if you will, or chance for a severe thunderstorm, and pretty much in between marginal and slight for excessive rainfall tonight. We're looking to get some rainfall, some needed rainfall tonight, but we're going to look at a lot of red and a lot of Kentucky and see just how close it's going to get to home here in just a few moments. In a few moments to look at it, and a few moments to maybe start to get in on that action. With that said, let's go ahead and begin right now with an update from the desk of the Governor Beshear today, highlighting his continued momentum of the Commonwealth's site development and speed to market efforts with the announcement of a new build-ready location, this one in Rowan County, just a couple of miles from the airport, putting the community for future investment and job creation in the spotlight. The site is going to be at the John Will Stacy Regional Industrial Park in Moorhead. This adding to the state's continued growing list of properties that have been certified by the Cabinet for Economic Development as build ready. These sites are available across the state for companies looking to locate to the Commonwealth and start construction and operations very, very quickly, having utilities and the like infrastructure there already in place, thus deemed build ready. This particular site has about 6.5 acres of zoned property for industrial use along Highway 801, about 2.5 miles from the Moorhead Rowan County Airport. They've got a 4-inch gas line, 8-inch sewer line, and a 16-inch water line, among other utilities already in place, including, of course, fiber optic for communications. This makes almost 24, specifically 22 build-ready sites across the state of Kentucky. A lot of other counties are applying and have the process already started to get to that build-ready certification. The three men, an Eastern Kentucky dentist, his son, and an acquaintance, who, of course, I think, as the Kentucky world knows, and much beyond that, as the case of the brutal murder of Amber Spradlin has been going on now 409 days. But the three men arrested yesterday after indictments were unsealed and served by the Floyd County grand jury all had court appearances today, all in Floyd County Court. The son, accused by authorities of the actual murder of Amber Spradlin, picked up yesterday at or near his residence in Moorhead, brought back to Floyd County, where all three entered entered pleas early this morning and received bond amounts. Michael M.K. McKinney III had a bond set at $5 million cash. That's a full $5 million cash. Dentist Dr. Michael McKinney II's bond, the father, was $250,000, and the friend of the family, Josh Mullins, had a bond set at $100,000. It's my understanding that should M.K. McKinney's bond be posted in the amount of $5 million, he would still have to be under home confinement. Yesterday's indictments alleging that M.K. McKinney stabbed Spradlin repeatedly and violently to the point that the knife broke off in her neck, and that following, he, assisted by his father, and Mullins all worked in concert at the behest or instruction of the father to clean all the blood, destroy all the clothes that M.K. McKinney was wearing, clean the blood from the sink, from the area throughout the house, destroy any and all video equipment that may have recorded anything to do with the murder or even the murder itself. thus all three facing charges of complicity to tampering with physical evidence, 7 counts each, with again not guilty pleas entered on behalf of all earlier today. And as this case, like any other, continues to progress, details will continue to start to emerge. One that prosecutors have alleged that has been discovered is that they also believe that Dr. McKinney, also in addition to helping to clean up the crime scene, had his son removed from the residence and had him sent to his residence in Moorhead before 911 was called after Spradlin was killed. Again, not guilty pleas were entered on behalf of all three, and as of right now, their court dates are set for October. I've been following this afternoon, but as of this moment, and I'll have an update towards the latter part of the program should there be one, we know of none of the three actually posting bond at this hour, but we're keeping an eye on that. I'll be right back. Summer is wrapping up, and that means back to school, football games, fall, and all the wonderful things that go with it. And the seasonal shop has got a large selection of McGoffin and UK merchandise ready to go. Beautiful jewelry and accessories to complement all of your outfits. And for the teachers, a full line of spa and pampering products that are perfect to help relieve a little stress after some long days. Fragrance lines to help maybe any classroom or dorm room feel more like home. And as always, a beautiful selection of home decor. If you haven't been in lately, very lately, stop in and get a preview of some of their fall and Christmas colors and styles. And remember, local delivery and layaway at the seasonal shop.
Atrial fibrillation is one of the more common rhythms we see.
AFib is an arrhythmia of the heart where the top part of the heart is beating erratically and out of sync with the bottom part of the heart.
The electrophysiology service is made up of a team of healthcare providers, and that includes an electrophysiology lab where we're able to do procedures to help repair heart rhythm problems. When a patient becomes heart rhythm free, it can really restore their life.
ARH, more for Appalachia.
Get ready because the 21st annual Magoffin County Community Day is coming up Saturday, August 17th in Ramey Park, and tickets, as always, are just $10, and kids 12 and under get in free, and those $10 tickets still get you into one of the greatest bluegrass shows anywhere and a chance to win a car. And this year, we've got Rhonda Vincent and the Rage, Larry Sparks, Dave Atkins Band, Turning Ground, Randy Maloney and Friends, Aaron Grace Rudd, Black Powder Express, Eddie Jenkins and the 606 Sound, Terry Miller and Traveler, and your MC, CJ the DJ. Get your tickets now at either location of the Sagersville National Bank. Just can't wait, and when it's one of those times for an amazing elective ultrasound of baby, call Mommy and Me 4D Imaging, a local studio with years of OB experience. Located in Sagersville and waiting at 496-5423.
If you know of a child that needs help, all you have to do is call the hospital. You do not have to have a referral from a doctor or anyone. If you look at your child and that's from birth to 18, and you say, my child is just not standing right, it's not walking right, I just feel like there's something wrong with it. You can call the hospital direct and make your appointment, and they'll set you up. And if you don't have transportation, they will call the local Shrine Club and get you transportation for your child. So there's no reason why that if you have a child that you're just concerned about, that you don't have it checked out with the Shriners Hospital. And this is all free. If you have insurance, they'll take it. If you don't have insurance, you're fine. We need to find that child that needs help, and let's get it help.
Your weather, it's an important topic. We'll get to it in just a few moments. But right now, let me take you to the Magoffin County where Director Pete Shepard gives us a special invitation. They've got some friends tomorrow that are going to all put their resources together, pretty much have a big back-to-school blowout tomorrow. A lot of great things, a lot of needful things for the kids of Magoffin County, but there's also a lot of fun, a lot of prizes, a lot of gift cards, giveaways, wet inflatables to cool down in the hot summer heat tomorrow for what they're calling, as has been dubbed as the Summer Sweet Tea and Laundry Health Fair.
We're going to have a great big health fair tomorrow, and we're catering to the kids going back to school. We're going to have school supplies, hygiene kits for the kids, and we're also partnering with React in Prestonsburg, and they're going to give away a lot of cleaning supplies for individuals that come in. Dishwashing liquid, detergent for your washer and dryer, and the things for your dryer to make you non-clingy. But we're going to have a lot of that stuff tomorrow, and we're going to have 2 inflatables, wet inflatables, so bring the kids, bring a bathing suit and a towel. We're going to have free hot dogs, pop, ices, popsicles tomorrow to give to the kids too, and just going to have a big day and hope to get all the kids out. We're going to give free sports physicals here at the health department, courtesy of King's Daughter Hospital, and but we're going to have a lot of vendors here. They're going to be giving away a lot of good stuff.
Tell me a little bit more about this back to school. Can you tell me a little more about what the back to school items accomplish or anything like that?
Well, we contacted the schools and they said they really don't need pencils and stuff, so we've geared it more to like personal items for the kids, like the hygiene kits, toothbrushes, toothpaste, deodorant for kids, and also a lot of, and we do have some school accessories. We want to have coloring books and colors for the smaller kids and things like that they can take home and use. But we just want to try to get all the kids out right before school and let them have a good time, get on the inflatables, and give them know a little bit about the health department, just not the parents that come out and see us.
What time?
Be from 11 to 3. We'll be starting right at 11 and going till 3 o'clock, but like I say, it's supposed to be hot, maybe rain a little bit, but we're going to be set up for all that, so come on down and have a big time. And we're going to give 6 $30 Walmart gift cards away tomorrow.
Again, that's sponsored by Big Sandy RIAC, Humana Healthy Horizons, and the McGoffin County Health Department. And again, gift cards, giveaways, big wet fun, inflatables, 11 in the morning till 3 in the afternoon. Bring the kids and stay for the entire time or a little bit of it and have a wonderful time at the health department. That's sports physicals, laundry supplies, school supplies. They're going to have free food, hot dogs, and drinks while they're there, and a lot of free services, as you heard Shepard say. I'm going to come back. We'll get to our calendar announcements, and then we'll take a few very important moments to look at our weather for the evening and ahead. East Kentucky's premier entertainment venue is here. Pick your game at Outlaw Axe Country in Paintsville. Axe throwing, bull riding, cornhole, billiards, a full arcade, inflatables, and more. And don't forget to cash out with prizes and mine for gems before you go. Open 7 days a week and built for fun for 1 to 100. That's Outlaw Axe Country on Broadway in Paintsville. And snack on one of your favorites, Carnival Cravings, while you're there. Call for more or to book a party at 372-4FUN. Whether you've got a new ride and you want it to stand out in the crowd, or you want your current ride to look and feel like a new one, no one does lifts, wheels, and tires better than Conley's. Stop in now for spring tire specials, free quotes, and 0% financing, or log on to conleytire.net.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in small town values.
And mom and dad and the things they handed down.
I believe some of the best people in the world are farmers.
I believe in insurance that protects families, homes, and cars.
I believe in always finding a way to do what you love.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
The Big Sandy Healthcare System family is excited to welcome and introduce to you their newest team member, Dr. Emily McCormick, DMD. From right here in Eastern Kentucky, Dr. McCormick joins Hope Family Dental and is excited to see and serve patients in McGoffin County. Call 349-5126 to schedule an appointment. Dies in the U.S. every 7 minutes from an overdose, and over half of the population gets or takes pills from a friend or a relative. And about 46 million and counting are exposed to narcotics in their drinking water. So don't toss them, flush them, or leave them lying around. Safely dispose of your unneeded meds anytime at Parkway Pharmacy,
where you can always talk to a pharmacist when you...
Thanks to you, Frazier's Prater Drug has been voted #1 in customer satisfaction with Good Neighbor Pharmacies for the 7th year in a row. With curbside pickup for all of your prescription, allergy, or even multivitamin needs. Or come in and pull up a stool while you shop, or just visit downtown and treat yourself to something extra tasty or sweet. where locally owned means a more personal, reliable, and friendly pharmacy. Frazier's Prater Drug. It's community calendar time, brought to you by McGoffin Farm Bureau and your local agent Doug Green. The Water into Wine Food Pantry wants to remind everyone the calendar's off this month. It's not off, it's just a little bit askew, so to speak. So their regular pantry days are going to be split up. The 7th and the 21st for their regular pantry days. That's Wednesdays of August, and then Thursday the 15th. In the middle will be their senior commodity day. And remember, summer hours are 8 to 10. And that's because the third Wednesday for the regular pantry and third Thursday for the senior commodities do not fall in the same week. And remember, if you don't pick up your commodities for 3 months in a row, all those folks get rolled off of the main commodity list. You are invited to their Ladies' Day coming up at the Sagersville Church of Christ. This is going to be on the 10th, August the 10th, where guest speakers will include Tammy Short from the Mealy Church of Christ and Miranda Collins from the Paintsville Church of Christ. They'll be here in Sagersville at the Sagersville Church of Christ on Parkway Drive for their special Ladies' Day event. Remember, that's August the 10th, so I'll remind you often between now and then that will be on a Saturday from 10 until 1. Day after tomorrow is the next canning class at the McGoffin County Extension Service. So if you're still planning on going but on the fence, don't be. Go. It's fun, and you'll learn how to can your garden harvest and make those yummy jams and jellies. Stick around a lot longer, but just register so they know you'll be coming and how much stuff to have ready. 349-1236. And coming up this weekend is the North McGoffin Fire Department Horse Show down here in the Horse Park. It starts at 6. Gates open at 3. It's $5 to get in for everybody that's over 12, because 12 and under get in free. A lot of concessions, a great facility. They've just added to this park a new lighting, new sound, just new fencing, and it's just awesome. And that's going to be a really good show. Whether you participate or spectate or both, kind of good segue for the calendar. Spectate, participate, or both. Use the calendar when you need it. From there, funeral service announcements updated tonight include a reminder first of services to begin in the morning at 11 for 72-year-old Big Dan Salyer of Sagersville, who passed away on Saturday. He survived by his daughter Ashley, stepdaughter Catherine, his sister Debbie Thompson, a grandson Jackson Calloway Salyer, 3 step-granddaughters Amanda, Raman, Ashley Henson, and Rachel Job, a special nephew Mickey Thompson. And in addition to his parents, Danny is preceded in death by his wife, Linda, and a son, Michael Keith, and a stepson, Keith Lynn Carr, as well as 2 brothers and 2 sisters. Again, services in the morning at 11 from the McGoffin County Funeral Home. Services start in the morning at 11 from the Fritz Church of God under the direction of the Sagersville Funeral Home for 69-year-old Lola Lewis Collett of Johnson Fork. She passed away Sunday, the daughter of William Thomas and Caroline Scaff Lewis. She's preceded in death by her daughter Melissa and sister Lula. She as well is survived by her husband Ronnie and daughters Rhonda Conley, Shannon Collett, and sons Ronnie Collett Jr., David Collett, her sister Edna Lewis, 12 grandkids and 8 great-grandchildren. Services again tomorrow in the morning at 11 from the Fritz Church of God. Services have now been set for a dear friend of ours, Hassel Gullett, 91, of Upper Mash Fork Road in Sagersville, passed away Tuesday, the son of the late James and Virgie Connolly Gullett. He survived by his wife of 69 years, Pat, sons Larry Dean and Gary Lynn Jaws Gullett, and Ronald Patton Gullett and Tommy Dwayne Gullett, as well as his daughter Sherry Collins, his brothers Ronald Dexter Gullett and elder Gene Gullett, and sister Linda Karen Jones, 13 grandkids, 14 great-grandkids, 2 great-great-grandkids. Services for Hass will be held this Friday at 11 in the morning from the Sagersville First Baptist Church on Dixie Avenue. The family will welcome friends tomorrow after 5. The Sagersville Funeral Home is in charge of arrangements. And services have been set for John Brown Sr., 73 of Sagersville, who passed away Monday. The son of the late Clifford and Crilda Frazier Brown. He survived by his wife Shirley, sons John Jr. and Ronald, daughter Sabrina Gale Shepard, son-in-law Johnny Arnett, brothers Jack Brown, Terry Brown, and Will Brown, Demoris Brown, as well as sisters Bessie Brown and Ollie Howard, 12 grandkids and 11 great-grandkids. Services start Friday afternoon at 1 from the McGoffin County Funeral Home. Visitation will be tomorrow evening after 5. Before we look at some brilliant colors that are not necessarily a good thing, let's talk about current data. We topped out at 90 today. I'm at 86 right now. Feels more like 95 because we've got a dew point of almost 75 degrees and humidity at 67%. Winds anywhere from 4 to 5 or 6 miles per hour right now. Had a 14 mile per hour gust earlier today. No rain, but just wait. Sunrise at 6:37. Sunset at 8:43. If you've been watching weather conditions to the western part of the state in central Kentucky, you've been watching what's coming and what's knocking on our door. The much more dense, heavier reds down to our south and right now to our west are containing a lot of lightning, a lot of heavy rain. Not that we're not going to see some. We will likely see some in parts of the viewing area, if not all. Some welcome rain, but some good old-fashioned thunderstorms to go along with it, as you can see here by just a mass that's not going to miss hardly anyone. Some will just get in on more than others. What's rainfall looking at right now? Well, there's a potential for some of those big downpours to wallop parts of the viewing area and, cause some quick rising water issues. I don't see any major flooding, but, some of those places that we all know all too well, doesn't take too much to get out of the creek bank or cause a few little normal issues. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about maybe a half to 3/4 of an inch of rain by and large for everyone, except for some folks who get under one of those good thunderstorms or an area where they just kind of keep passing over and over. So again, up to about 3/4 of an inch on the high side for a general statement tonight in the next few little bit. And then some folks could see some more rain than that. A 60% chance of showers is what the forecast is calling for. I'm pretty sure we can count on it in just a few minutes. Mostly cloudy and 68 degrees for the rest of your Wednesday. Tomorrow, partly sunny, a 40% chance of showers and storms, and 89 degrees, but it's going to feel much more like 99 to 100 tomorrow because much like today, the dew point's going to be cranked up there along with the humidity, so it's going to feel like the 90s, upper 90s tomorrow. It will be in the 90s on your Friday, 92, with heat indices closer to the upper 90s. Partly sunny, a 70% chance of showers and storms. All this moisture in the air is just not going anywhere anytime soon. We do have a front that comes through that gives us a 10-degree lop off of the daytime high from your Friday into your Saturday, 82, but an 80% chance of showers and storms. And into your Sunday, 89, mostly sunny, but a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms is all we've got in the tank, and that's mainly before 1 o'clock. So we should see a dry period for a few days from early Sunday on into your Monday and Tuesday and the majority of your Wednesday. But with that, the actual 90s return. It's not just going to feel like 90 or above. It's going to be 90 or above. 89 Sunday is going to feel like in the 90s. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, 92, 93 for your daytime highs. Heat and humidity look to be on the way down a little bit and the dew point down, but it's going to be 92, 93 degrees in the way you look at it. 60s, low to mid to upper for nighttime lows. And again, dry for the latter or most part of your Sunday, all of your Monday and Tuesday, and I suspect maybe even most of your Wednesday as well. Just watch for that heavy rain tonight. That's the biggie. That's going to wrap it up for this Wednesday. Thank you for being a part of the program. Keep your eye on the weather, please, and I will see you back here safe and sound tomorrow night. Thank you for being a part of the show.